driven, but know her as a very fun person, very fun person as a young woman. Her colleagues here remember her energy as exercise as passionate discipline to her profession as a CPA. Throughout her whole life, those are brothers and sisters who are to have these such big dreams and recognize this as sort of a Maynigo drive to reach those dreams. My uncle called them structured dreams, actually in his recent article in the Asian Journal. My mom used her energy to always help others, to fight for causes such as Free Philippines. She never helped just a little, but to each person she'd always give her all. For our extended family, we all know, those of us who had a wedding, for example, we knew this all was energy to create something very extravagant. So eloquently put, my father, a big thank you for honoring my mother in today's homily. The woman we honor today would personally take it upon herself to produce some of the biggest flower arrangements, those glamorous cakes, and would fly all the way to the Philippines to custom design your wedding giveaways so it only fit for a royal. If you were not subjected to a MILA-fied wedding, perhaps you saw more of my mom's energy by just being an accountant here in the Philippines, in San Diego, and especially being part of the Filipino community. She'd pull you into work and non-work activities, and suddenly you were affirmed of such a cool elite club of these CPAs of San Diego. She made you feel like you were part of the cool kids at the table, I guess. Again, she was very proud of her profession as a CPA, and she was very proud of her family and friends that she got to bring and share and shed that light. While this may have been boundless energy that you've seen from our mom, if you were my brother and I, this type of energy would only translate to have my mom as a hard ass. Of course, this is only just to push us to our best. She's still very proud of Eugene and me sometimes, even if neither of us went to medical or law school. I wanted to touch about in the final days. In my mom's final days living with us, some of you know, she enjoyed an incredible 30-day cruise around the Hawaiian Islands with Art, traveling around French Polynesia as far as Bora Bora, which she enjoyed immensely. After returning to dry land, she was hard at work again, on the phone making plans with her friends and family. She was able to enjoy a belated Mother's Day with my brother after she got off her cruise. And then again, started making plans to travel back to Rosales for her 50th high school reunion and to cruise around Asia with her brother Ben and her sister Nellie. After she returned from her cruise, she didn't stay put, and she came out to see me and my husband in Albuquerque. And with it being Memorial Day weekend, we thought I would take advantage of that longer time off and go visit his family in Fort Collins, right outside of Denver. The night leaving for Colorado, I was joking, and I asked my mom if she wanted to try some legalized marijuana. She gave me her noteworthy smile and didn't really say anything. I say that because some of us know that my mom had some stresses, and some of us are familiar with my mom's struggles in maintaining her own properties and some of her business ventures. She seemed to be always searching for trustworthy builders, people to work with. She learned some hard lessons, and she lost some money due to some failed promises and even some betrayals from those who she contracted with and had those expensive lessons learned. But I note some of her stresses because while she was with us, she was on a natural high. So no, we didn't try anything. This, of course, was coming off of a 30-day cruise. I mean, who's not going to be on such a natural high after that, such a trip with Art and then seeing my brother? I just wanted to talk to you about her attitude and such comfort that she felt seeing what I had married into Grace's family. We were there in Colorado, and then noting some of her struggles and seeing for herself what his family is kind of bringing to the table. And they have that background of building and construction. My in-laws actually live on 35 acres out there in Fort Collins, and they built their house from the ground up. My mom was surrounded with such talent, and she was just engulfed and just in her impression of what our estate can be in the hands of after, from here on. I really truly thought she was on cloud nine, especially with seeing the site with the beautiful Colorado mountains in the background, but also Grace's family. She spent such an enjoyable weekend with them, knowing that these were people that she was going to be grandparents with. That was part of her high. The morning before her class, on this cloud nine, I think it was the happiest I've ever seen her. With such a living and breathing, promising future for, again, like I said, our estate, our family, and especially for the grandchild she's been patiently, nicely waiting for. I believe my mother's illness may have been pending, but I really truly believe God allowed her enough time to be with us on earth, to enjoy such a beautiful trip with heart, to celebrate being a mother to her son she loves so dearly, and is so proud of, and to have comfort her properties are in good hands with my family, that with our family now, not just mine, but I'll share it. And she was able to peacefully and lastly see such a loving, promising future for her granddaughter, who some of you know I already named her Perla, after her sister. And with so much of her energy, she exclaimed and loved calling her Polita. Thank you, Mom, for always pushing us and continuing to support us in Polita from above. Thank you for waiting. And I also have to comment while I'm up here, there is a refreshment. There is a reception after this, in the next hall. I know it's not to the caliber of what a MILA reception would be.